Unless you've only just woken up for the first time since 2022 began, you'll know it's not been a great year so far for our finances. Stock markets are crashing, inflation is now at a 40-year high, crypto isn't the inflation hedge everyone thought it was, and there appears to be only one safe haven that is exempt from short-term losses with a catch, and that's cash. So with all that being said, here are what I think are the best savings accounts in the UK right now. Let's go! Hey everyone, it's Lewis back again with another video, and today I'm swallowing my pride and I'm talking about cash. No, honestly, I love holding some cash as part of my entire investment portfolio. In a perfect world, I'd love to have about 20% of my entire portfolio in cash. This is for having a fully funded emergency of about 6 months, for any short-term savings goals such as a holiday or a car, or just some spending money for the month, for any investment opportunities that may come up in the stock market or elsewhere, and for saving for my first home. Other than that, I don't really see any other reason why I would save money in cash. Yes, of course, the stock market and crypto markets are down pretty heavily so far this year, but for me, this is exactly the time to start buying into those markets so my money can outpace things like inflation in a normal world and grow much quicker in the long term. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about any of that in this video because this one is about savings accounts. Speaking of that catch I mentioned in the opening to this video, cash is appearing to be that one safe haven for investors and savers alike because the stock market, crypto, and even bonds are all currently losing money or the yield that they produce. But because of the inflationary environment that we're in, interest rates are rising, and with that so are the interest rates of cash savings. So clearly it's a good time to be a saver. Or is it? Unfortunately, these gains are completely wiped out and then some by the insane levels of worldwide inflation that we're currently seeing. Here in the UK, it's currently at 9%, the highest in now 40 years. Over in the US, it's about 8.25%, and the global average is currently about 7.5%. But if you think you've got it bad, spare a thought for the people of Venezuela. Their inflation rate is currently at 1,198%. So yeah, cash isn't all as safe as you thought it was. But anyway, now that you know my attitude towards cash, these savings accounts that I'm about to mention had to have certain aspects to them in order to qualify for this list. They had to be easy access for, well, easy access to cash when needed quickly. In addition to that, they also had to offer an interest rate either at or greater than the current base rate that the Bank of England has set, which is currently at 1%, in order to be highly competitive. And lastly, of course, they all had to be regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority in the UK, and savings that are put into these accounts up to £85,000 are fully protected by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, or the FSCS for short. So if you're struggling to find a home for your emergency fund or your other short-term savings goals and want to be protected, this list might be a good starting point for you. But of course, none of this is financial advice. Please do consider doing your own research and understand that it is your choice if you take out an account with any of the mentioned providers. I at least hope though that this list will give you a good starting point. So number one on this list is from my favourite bank in the UK currently, and that's Chase. They offer an easy access savings account that provides, at least from my research for this video, an industry leading 1.5% interest. There is a slight caveat to this account. You need to be a current account holder with Chase as well, but that also comes with a ton of perks, such as 1% cashback on your everyday spend for the first year of your account, and an additional 5% interest on savings with roundups, which are both part of Chase's mission to provide rewarding banking for their customers. And a 5% return on roundups is pretty amazing. Roundups is whenever you spend in a store, let's say $9.99, and then Chase will take that extra 1p to round up to £10 and save it for you automatically. So it's little amounts of money, but they could all add up to something big in the long run. Anyway, the 1.5% interest on the easy access savings account is brilliant. The interest on this account compounds daily, which means that the interest earned also earns interest itself, and that's paid out to you each month. It is currently the home of my emergency fund and all other funds that I have, such as my investing, travel, and car funds. If you want to learn more about how I manage my money using these funds, watch this video up here. And lastly, if this account does interest you with Chase, you can actually get a free 20 quid when you sign up for a current account with them today and fund your account with a minimum of 20 quid. Use my link down below in the description to take advantage of that one. The number 2 easy access savings account isn't actually easy access at all. It's even better than that. This instant access savings account is with Tandem, who currently offer an interest rate of 1.25% on savings. And yes, this is instant access. I've actually had this account previously before opening my account with Chase, and it truly does give you access to your cash when needed very quickly. It literally took about, I would say, a maximum of 2 hours for me to transfer money from Tandem to my main debit account. So this would be perfect for something like an emergency fund. If your car has broken down on the side of the motorway and you need to pay the guy there and then to tow it away, you can do so with this account. On another plus side, Tandem have a few green initiatives that they're part of, such as building sustainable homes in the UK. So your savings here are going towards environmentally friendly causes. Just like every other account that I mentioned today, there are no fees or charges for withdrawing cash, and just like Chase, the interest earned on this account is compounded daily and paid out to you every month. So coming in at number 3 is with a building society, and that's Coventry Building Society. Their easy access savings account provides an interest rate of 1.2%, and the way they pay out their interest is a little different to the previous 2 that I mentioned. And for me, in my opinion, it's a little bit of a drawback. Chase and Tandem pay out interest monthly. However, Coventry pay out interest to their account holders annually, which is on the anniversary of the date that you opened your account. So you've got quite a wait to get that extra money that you'd make that you'd keep in here. However, there is a bit more flexibility with Coventry in terms of managing your account. As they're a more traditional building society, you can actually pay money into your savings account into a branch if you ever need to, which means that you can pay checks into this account. So finally, you get a home for the money that your grandparents give you every Christmas. And you can even post checks if you ever wanted to do that. I don't know why. And you're able to set up a standing order with Coventry to pay in a certain amount of money each month into the account, so you can have some form of automation with this one. However, there is another major drawback to this one. Coventry don't have a dedicated smartphone app yet. In 2022. Yeah. Come on, Coventry, enter the 21st century. And number 4 on this list is Chip, the automated savings app that allows you to save smart and not hard. This account offers 1% interest on the easy access savings account, so it's just in line with the current base rate. Chip actually uses an algorithm that scans your linked bank account via open banking, which is FCA regulated, so it is safe and secure, to save you an affordable amount every 4 days. So you don't have to do anything once you've set this app up. It will do it all for you, and you won't even notice it when it goes out of your account. So this is perfect for the lazy saver and for those who feel that they might need an account that is a little bit out of sight and out of mind, otherwise they'll spend everything that's in there. I've actually used Chip before for many years. I think me and Jess discovered them in about 2018 or something, and I initially used it to save for my half of a new sofa for our new home at the time that we were moving into, which is this house that I'm currently living in at the moment. This is because you can set up to 5 individual savings goals at any one time, and even can set certain percentages of those goals of the deposits that get paid into going towards those goals. If this one interests you and you've never signed up to them before, you can get yourself £10 for free by using my referral link in the description down below. So as always, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're currently using any alternative easy access savings accounts that are giving you a great rate of return at the moment, then let people know about them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more money related content. I post videos every Monday and Friday at 6:30 PM UK time, so stick around for that. Also, make sure to follow me on all of the socials down below for even more. And remember, until next time, every quid counts. See you soon.